What if your paycheck isn't actually yours the moment it hits your account? Sarah is 29, Tuesday morning, 8:42 a.m. Her phone lights up with a deposit notification while she's standing in line for coffee. Relief first, shoulders drop, then nothing. 2 years later, after a promotion and multiple raises, she opens her banking app late at night and feels a quiet confusion. No real savings, no buffer, no leverage. Same effort, same stress, more money, no progress. She assumes she did something wrong. She didn't. The system worked exactly as designed. Here's the part most people never hear, and it's uncomfortable. Delay alone can quietly erase hundreds of thousands of dollars. Start saving $1,250 a month today and let it compound for 20 years, and you end up with about $651,000. Wait 5 years to begin. Keep everything else the same, and you give up roughly $255,000. Not because you were irresponsible, not because you lacked discipline, because the clock kept moving while you waited. That loss happens before lifestyle creep, before bad investments, before mistakes. It's just time passing without direction. Most people treat their paycheck like a meteor, bright, obvious, then gone. You see the deposit, feel briefly safe, and within days, sometimes hours, the balance that felt solid dissolves into rent, subscriptions, a device upgrade, a dinner you didn't plan because it's been a long week. It feels personal, like a self-control issue. It isn't. It's architecture. There are quiet forces built into payroll systems and banking defaults that convert steady income into spent income. Once you see them, you stop blaming yourself and start redesigning the flow. Think of your paycheck as revenue in a small business. Revenue isn't there to be consumed. It's routed, allocated, measured. The goal isn't activity, it's profit. Most people do the opposite. Their paycheck arrives and immediately flows to bills and day-to-day survival spending. Whatever survives until month end is called savings, if anything survives at all. That guarantees a thin margin and shrinking options over time. Make this arithmetic, not abstract. Say you earn $100,000 a year. After taxes and withholdings, about $6,250 a month lands in your account. Save $1,250 a month, 20%, and invest it steadily. After 20 years, about $651,000. Save $1,875 a month, 30%. After 20 years, about $997,000. Same income, same market. The difference is roughly $326,000. Now isolate the most common mistake. Wait 5 years to start. That delay costs about $255,000. That's not a budgeting error, that's a timing penalty. So where does the money leak before you even feel it? Float. That 2-day window after payroll runs when your bank has your money but you don't. It's why your credit card interest posts before your cash can stop it. Inflation. Most checking accounts pay close to zero. If inflation runs at 3%, every $10,000 sitting idle loses about $300 in buying power each year. Your future groceries, rent, tuition cost more. Defaults. Automatic bill pay. Subscriptions you forgot you agreed to. When autopay clears first, you've already chosen consumption over margin. Fees. A $35 overdraft fee feels small. Over time, fees quietly tax your income. Then comes lifestyle creep. Income rises and expenses follow. A nicer place, more convenience. Each raise buys comfort now instead of leverage later. The margin stays flat. Here's the divergence most people never see up close. Two people earn the same $6,250 net each month. One routes $1,875 away the day it lands. The other saves whatever remains. 10 years later, one has options, the other has obligations. And here's the uncomfortable truth. If your savings only happen when nothing goes wrong, you don't have a saving system, you have a hope. This isn't about willpower, it's about design. Treat your paycheck like revenue and set a target profit margin. Not 5%, not 10%. If you want real optionality, aim for 25 to 30% over time. Map it like a business. Revenue is your paycheck. Necessities are costs. Subscriptions are operating expense. Profit comes off the top, not the leftovers. Automate at the source. 2 practical ways. If your employer supports paycheck splitting, set deposit distribution, 25% to capital and investments, and the remainder to checking. If payroll can't split, create a separate account named paycheck_capital and set an immediate recurring transfer for 1 business day after payday for 25% of net. Use payroll split where available, otherwise enable an immediate transfer rule in your bank app. Give each allocation a rule, a small cash buffer, debt reduction where it matters, skill investment that rises income, and a diversified portfolio that compounds quietly. Measure your margin monthly. If $6,250 comes in and $1,875 leaves for capital, your margin is 30%. Track it like a KPI, starting margin, end of month margin, and fees paid that month. This is where Sarah reappears. Because she never routed income deliberately, 2 years brought promotions and zero freedom. She passed on a 3-month parental leave because bills couldn't pause, took a toxic night shift to cover surprise expenses, and delayed buying a home by 5 years. With a routed paycheck, those same 2 years could have bought her a buffer, an exit, or the confidence to say no. Imagine waking at 9 a.m., closing your laptop, and walking out of a job that used to define you because you can afford to. Sarah felt her chest loosen. The receptionist glanced up, puzzled, as her heels clicked down the corridor. She used the buffer to line up interviews and secure childcare, not to scramble. That's what optionality really is: the ability to leave a draining job, to take time to build something, to absorb a hit without panic. Imagine the relief, not immediate wealth, but the space to choose. A short, exact 30-day tech list to start this now. Create an account named Paycheck_Capital at your bank or a high-yield savings provider. If payroll supports splits, set 25% to that account. If not, set a recurring transfer for 1 business day after payday for 25% of net. Turn on deposit alerts and record your starting margin percent. At 30 days, compare your margin, total fees paid, and whether the capital account grew as scheduled. If any transfer fails, fix it immediately. Don't count on willpower. Architecture beats motivation. If your paycheck pays everything first, it isn't yours. It's a permission slip for other people's plans. Here's the simple challenge. The day your paycheck lands, route 25% to a separate capital account. Let it run for 30 days. Then check 3 things: your margin, your fees, and your options. If the numbers move, keep going. If they don't, tweak the split or raise the target. You design the flow, or the defaults will design it for you. Your paycheck isn't income, it's leverage, and if you don't direct it, someone else will.